Hey everybody, this is Sherry Denny coming to you, Corporate Director from, I almost said Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm not there, I'm in Palmer, Alaska. So this is Camp Chair Crew, and we do this every Monday night at 6 p.m. Alaska time, 7 Pacific, and 9 o'clock Eastern time. For our whole group privately, we get together, and we've invited some special guests on at time. We've got Tuesday here. Tuesday's always here on Monday. Thank you for coming, Tuesday. And we go over recognition, we have fun, we do training, and whatever the team needs to move forward. And today was rather interesting. I ran into, actually over the weekend, a few things where we're all doing these, getting a hold of people on Facebook and or calling them, and it's the next step. What's the next step? And there was like a freeze there. So we're going to go over a little bit of that tonight as well. But first, we've got to do recognition because we have a few new people that came onto the team, and we're going to talk about how a couple of those came onto the team. This is going to be pretty fun. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share, and I hope I'm at the, nope, I wasn't at the right one when I got on here. So let me put, whoop, do that and this. Okay, there we are. So actually that was last week, but the promo is still going on, and or the promo that was still going on and was over on the 21st brought in a new VIP. And this is interesting, you guys. All these people were because of Clee Miller. So congratulations to Clee. This is Megan Miller on the 21st. She took the advantage of upgrading from her position to a VIP status. So yay for Megan. And then this is a very interesting thing that happened. And I sure hope I have these names on here right. We don't have a picture yet, but new associate Paula Womack came in at $100 level, sponsored by Clee Miller. And new associate Mary Moylan came in today, sponsored by Clee Miller at the $100 level. And here's what's really interesting about that, you guys. I got a phone call from Clee this morning. Hey, do you know, what was the last one? Mary met whoever it was, I'm sorry. And I go, no. And he goes, well, these people keep showing up, like signed in, they're enrolled in my business. Who are they? And my first reaction was, Clee starts laughing. My first reaction was, well, you have such an amazing, huge funnel of leads that you have been doing for the last 9 months. And you keep going back to these people and they got a link. So maybe they've gone in and signed up. We don't know. I don't know. Can you like search them through a spreadsheet or something? So Clee, tell us what happened. You've got the spotlight.
Yeah, you know, things like this are a real wonderful surprise. um, but yeah, like I searched through all my lists and looked on Facebook, and you know, because I post a lot of things out there, and even LinkedIn, and you know, I've tried everything, and I can't find these people. So the only thing I can think of is maybe they found it through, you know, the work from home website that has APLGO on it. You know, we're, what is it, number 14 or something right now, and so and my picture's up there, and you know, so is Frank's, and you know, Cherry's and other people, but I don't know. I guess that's the only thing I can think of. So yeah, it's a, you know, you never know when that's going to happen, and you know, it's a real, it's like I said, it's a wonderful surprise. So, but yeah, right now I haven't been able to get in touch with them, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, I know I asked you this morning, I said, is there a phone number? Well, apparently Clee called one, and it was a guy and said, you know, so this is really strange, but the fact of the matter is, if they just came in at 25, I wouldn't even, you know, next.
Right.
But
Yeah.
these people came in at 100. They actually ordered some product, and you know, who knows? They might have, you never know, you guys, but it does happen. This is proof right here. And this is why I'm telling you this. They may have just wanted to be a customer and realized that getting the, you know, $100 pack or purchasing 100, that they actually get it less expensive. Who knows? But we're gonna dive into this a little bit further maybe tomorrow with George if we can get some more information. But it is rather interesting that somebody would sign up. You do have an email, but an incorrect phone number. So I just want to congratulate you, Clee, because it happened before where a gentleman, this happened, I don't remember, it was maybe January, maybe November, that a guy came in, he's huge with Amway, and he's retired, and he was looking for just something else just to do. And he obviously goes to, you know, Business for Home, because you can find a lot of information there on what's the new upcoming best thing to get into. And people are doing that. They're going there. Network marketers know to go there. If they've been in the business for, you know, a couple of years, they've been told that by their upline somewhere along the line. But anyway, this guy is from Amway, and he decided to search out somebody that, you know, maybe just kind of like, you know, they're not a big leader. He was not looking for that. He wanted to help somebody that he just figured is just, you know, your everyday Joe. And that guy wound up having lots and lots of people put into his organization because of that guy. I was telling Clee this, and I'm like, you know, I don't know if that's going to happen, but it could. Can you imagine? So you guys, I don't know if it's my internet or my computer, but everything, I've had to shut my computer down like 3 times today because it's being slow or whatever the deal is. So forgive me, and I hope I don't pop off of here, because if I do, it takes forever to get back on. Somebody else is going to have to take over the meeting. So anyway, Clee, thank you. You have any other information to give us on that, or are you going to keep it a secret till next Monday?
No, like I said, we're going to investigate it tomorrow and see if we can get to the bottom of, you know, I don't understand why people would pay that much money and not put their real information out there, but I guess, you know, we'll try to track that down with George and see what's going on. But yeah, I guess that you know, you just got to keep trying and, you know, keep posting things, and you never know who's gonna, you know, join up at, you know, out of the blue. You know, I think it's happened to Curry and a lot of other people too. So
It's happened. You're right. It's happened a lot to Curry.
So yeah. So you just, you know, don't give up, because it obviously happens.
And 2 times, not just once in a long time,
Yeah.
2 times in 3 days. Oh, so thank you so much for sharing that. And that's another thing that I want to go into. I'm going to go ahead and put us here on the so I can see everybody on here. Curry has and it's in your Facebook playbook. It's in the Facebook team page, and it is Team Hustle Local Buy, Sell, and Trade System. Now this week we have all been trying to work on, not trying, we're flat out in there doing it. There's no more trying anymore in here. We're doing, you guys are all pros at this now. You know what you're doing, and it's become just a little bit easier when Curry's on there and he throws these videos in there. Well, he threw that video in there last September. So it was, I see it on here, it's September of last year. And some of those things, over trial and error, we have found work, and some things don't. Like, you're going to change the sentence around a little bit. In fact, here's the sentence that he used on, I just put it there in the chat. Let me see if I can, there. That's the sentence that he used. And I took out, you know, if you're, would you consider earning extra income from home as we're expanding in your area and looking for a few ambitious people? you would like to make some extra income, and it was, you know, for the holidays. Well, it's not the holidays yet. So if you switch out your message, you're not going to get slammed out of Facebook or put in Facebook jail. So here's what I wanted to do. I want to go to, because people have been asking me for the last couple of days. Let me do a screen share here again. And I hope I've got the right thing up this time. And no, I don't. See if that will let me get out of there. Nope, my computer's slow. It's not letting me do that. So let me move this out of the way. There we go. And I want to go to our Team Extreme and show you exactly where this is. Now I can do the screen share. Yay. Okay. So on our Team Go Extreme, it is the guide number 4. So if you guys want to take notes, that would be good, or you can just watch this over again. That's fine too. Oh, I see I've got some more guides that are ones that I need to check out myself. So all of the prospecting is on here, but here's the one that we're using are these text scripts PDF. And I believe I have that pulled up here somewhere. I do, there it is. And this is what it looks like. And it tells you exactly what to do step by step, rinse and repeat. So over here is going back over to guide number 4. Facebook prospecting in a specific group. And that's what I've been doing all day today. And the funniest thing happened. It was really cool. Facebook prospecting in a specific group. So I'm gonna, and that's, you see where that's at. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I'm gonna go over to Shasta County. Any fans of Shasta County out there? Anybody live in Shasta County? I think we got Daniel and John on here. Well, what you're gonna do is exactly what the sheet says. And that is to go to the local buy, sell, and trade. So what I do is I go on here and I search Facebook for Shasta County. This is your friend over here, is this search bar right here, Shasta County. And as soon as I did that, oops, I forgot to put buy, sell, trade. Sorry. Shasta County buy, sell, trade. And there it is. And what you're looking for are ones that have over 10,000 members on it. So this one has 51,000. I went ahead and I clicked on it. Now, just so you know, I haven't worked in this one. I'm just using this as an example, but I went ahead and clicked the thing that said join. And they still, my membership is still pending. So we're not going to be doing anything in here. However, I did go over to, I can get out the playbook here and this, and let me see, I can go back over to, how did I do that? I did Matsu Burrow, buy, sell, trade, there it is. And these ones came up, Matsu Burrow, free buy, sell, trade, and oh, that is not the one I was working in. So there you go. So you can actually join that. It's, you know what? Here, wait a second. Let me go back here. And I want to see if it is a, oh, it's a private group. Never mind, nix that one. That's why I haven't done that one. You want to go into a Matsu Burrow. Oops, I just exactly looked for that again. Well, let's go back to Shasta County. SHA-STA. I think you guys get the gist of this, right? You could go to whatever county your neighborhood is, Sarah. Shasta County buy, sell, trade. It's funny that they haven't done that group yet. But see, this is a public group. And when I went in there, then I went to, you know what, I wonder if I can still get in there. Even though my membership is pending, probably not. Nope, I can't. I can't see the people or anything. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to one that I actually did. I'm gonna go to my groups. And I'm going to go to one that I know that I was working in today. Gosh, I got so many of them. There we are. And this is a public group. So what you want to do once you're in here is go over to, okay, price to sell. I want to go into, gosh, I'm trying to get this off over here. I can't get it off over there. You guys, this really does work. When I go into this, I want to go into the people that are in it, and I'm not seeing them on this one. Members, there we are.
Members, there you go, yeah.
There we go. So once you're over here in the members, you want to go to the members that you have in common. And the reason that you want to do this, you don't have to add them as a friend at all. But the reason that you go here and talk with these people is because as soon as you message them, you're able to pull the message that we have there, go ahead and message them. And you can even look at their profile if you want, see if this is somebody that you want to work with. But the thing is these are people that when you message ones that you have something in common with, your message goes right to their inbox, not to the one where they have to filter and find it later. And I caught myself doing that. I was actually in a private group, or not even, no, it wasn't even a private group. I was just messaging the other people that were on there because I thought, oh, this person sounds really cool. Well, one of the people that I connected with today, we're chatting along. I mean, I only connected with 11 people today. It took me an hour to do that with other things that I had going on, but it took me an hour to do that. And this one person, we're chatting along in there, and she said, she's in Florida, and she says, well, you know, I'm working on a really massive project myself. In fact, I could probably go in here to Messenger and show that to you because it was quite the interesting, here it is. This conversation really happened today. So, and yes, I did send her the video because she asked for it. So I'm in here and I'm so excited to, your name popped up today, thought I'd reach out and direct message you to connect. And she told me probably not at this time. I have a business venture I'm currently pursuing on my own. Nice to meet you. What business adventure? Don't just stop right there because they said no. I ask questions. What business is it? Well, it's in 2 phases, blah, blah, blah. That sounds really cool. That must, you must need a lot of backing for that, right? It'd be okay if I keep you posted. And then I went on and said a little bit more, you know, this isn't your typical network marketing. And then she said, there's a huge need for what she's doing in her area. Yes, definitely keep me posted. And I said, I can only imagine I'm back in her court, you know, I'm back talking about what she's interested in. I can see the need for a facility like that. It's rescuing cats in every city, right? Yes, I'll keep you. In fact, I'll send you this quick video that really gives you a great overview. So that is the new APLGO video. That was great. By the way, she clicked on it and she watched it. I was just kind of not saying anything. She comes back and she said, yeah, we definitely need that in Jackson City. Are you in Anchorage? Because she obviously then went to my Facebook profile. I said, no, I'm further north in Palmer. Come to find out, this lady is my age. On her Facebook page, she looks like she's about 40. And she said that's her old stomping grounds. And she knows a lot of people out here. So then we really got to chatting. And I asked her if it's okay if we just keep connected because something really big is happening with this company. And I certainly wouldn't want her to miss out on it. See, one person really started a connection there, and she's from Alaska. Who'd have thunk? She's in Florida. So anyway, that I'm going to keep that thing going. But Curry has said, Tina has said, all the leaders have said, if you make 50 connections, I mean, that seems like a lot, and it's going to put a lot of people out of their comfort zone. You're going to get a lot of people that actually come back, but out of 10, you're going to get 1. And I think I put out 11 or 12, really. It might have been 15. I wasn't counting, because when that one came along, I go back and I see if anybody has said anything. And I'm like, oh, shoot, there's somebody right there. And she was just there. So I just kept saying something and always put the interest on her. And that made a big difference.
Yep.
So, and by the way, you guys, if you can do that instead of stop talking about APLGO and what we have, and this is 9 years old, you guys, you've heard it 100 times. Blah, 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 blah. Make it about them. They want to tell you. And she's got a great project, but understanding it's going to take a lot of money. Where are you going to get that from? And now she's looking at this. So I was pretty excited about that. So is there any other training? I think that's going to be very helpful for you guys to go in and use that, use Facebook groups, use just here recently, I connected with MLM Gateway and found out several of you are using it. You're using it, right, Tuesday? Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, I did the dumb thing. I went in there, I went ahead and paid the $29. That's the cool part. But then I went ahead and paid $49 because they had some special, like, you know, they don't all grab you on something. But I thought, yeah, I could use 350 more credits, because I think I'm going to be connecting with all these. I should have waited. So you guys learn from my mistake here, because $29 is all you need. If the owner of that company heard me saying this, he'd go, gosh, you figured it out. You go in there, you got all the members available. And I've even gone in and this is kind of funny. I searched Anchorage, which there's only like 5 pages. And Randy Kiefer was there. And he had, you know, Randy's here so I can talk about this. He had an old profile on there and I go, dude, you need to go in there and clean that thing up, make it for APLGO. So here's what we did. We didn't put our link on there. We didn't put, you know, a page to, a link to go to or URL. And I put on there, sure, I have APLGO in there at one point, but on there, I didn't put that I wasn't interested in anything else, or maybe I did put crypto. But on there, I put, I want to know what you have. Instead of it being about me, I want to know what you have. And things just start flooding in. And most of them are trying to, this is so weird because that is a lead generation site, right? And most of the other people on there are trying to sell you leads.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so everybody and their brother's trying to sell leads. And to me, I'm not a lead person. I mean, I've never pushed leads because we've tried them, you guys. And it's like, but here's what I'm doing. I go in there and I look for the person because they've got a picture on there, and you go to Facebook or TikTok. It's kind of hard to find them on TikTok. Facebook, LinkedIn, that's what I meant. And they usually have the same picture on there. And connect with them that way. Start your conversation that way. They're more likely to connect with you as well.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, it sounds to me like you've been on there. What is your experience?
Well, it was with the former company, and at the time we weren't in any other countries. And so it was hard when you got people from different countries that were interested in it.
Right.
And then you had to tell them no.
Right.
That's what made it difficult. I haven't been into it lately, but I was paying $25 a month. So I'm interested what you said you just paid $29.
Oh, it's $29 a month. But
Okay.
what I'm doing is I did the 29 and I did the 40, and I pretty much figure I can run through a bunch of those in a month.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to extend it again, because you guys, do you realize there's over 1 billion people on Facebook and LinkedIn? And LinkedIn is, and Randy is a LinkedIn pro. Randy's been using LinkedIn, and those are really business people on there. And that might even be a better place to go. But when you go into buy, sell, and trade, they're in there for 2 things.
Money.
Sell something and make money. Yep, you said it, Tuesday. They're in there to make money. So why wouldn't they be interested in an opportunity that we have? So anyway, with all that said, I want to open it up to you guys. I think that's all. I was going to have a guest on tonight, and I had Clee take his place because he's at a soccer game. But Clee, you had some good stuff to give us tonight. That who would want that to happen to them?
Yeah. I put in the chat what I've been texting the people if you want to try that.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Yes.
Thank you, Clee. I saw that. Thank you.
Ah, that is really good. You know what? I'm going to steal that out of there and put it on.
And I put my website. I put my website under my name when I sign it.
Okay.
Okay, so you do put your website out there.
Yeah.
Okay, because what I've not been doing is putting a link so that it makes them call me. But
Yeah.
if that's how
Well,
they
I
came
thought
in
it
here,
would
you
be
can't
easy.
say you can't say don't do that, right?
Well, I know on LinkedIn and stuff, it's all on my cover page anyway, so.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's how those people he doesn't recognize have gotten on his team.
Well, that's what we
Yeah, I
think.
haven't checked LinkedIn yet, so
And Clee, you said what? I'm sorry.
I haven't checked LinkedIn to see if those people came from there, but it's just odd that they wouldn't put their real information.
Oh, it's fake information?
Well, it
Well-
can't be fake information and them get the product, but the phone number
Yeah.
was wrong.
Well, yeah, like the one I called today was some guy and he had no clue, and then the first phone number was disconnected, so
That is
Oh.
I
weird.
don't know.
Well, we
Yeah.
all know George can figure, they bought product and it's being
Yeah.
delivered to their house and there's got to be a phone number in
Right.
there. So George will figure all that out for you tomorrow. But, and I think you guys are in the same state, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
gonna need his phone number again though.
You know, I thought you had his phone number. You can also just email him as well,
I
or
did too,
or
but I
get me
couldn't.
on the phone in the morning, but don't call me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got one of those this morning. Somebody forgot that it was 5 o'clock in the morning here and it was 8 o'clock there, and
Aw.
wanted me to get up right away. And I said, well, can you wait till I get up? I mean, your phone call, actually the buzzing woke me up. But here's what happened, you guys. You never know. And I thought something was bugging me. So I looked over at the text and she said, I have a lady that is looking, her company just went under. She's got a whole team she wants to bring over. And when is the best time to talk to you? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even see. I need to have coffee. You've had the feeling, right? So we went ahead and I went ahead, got my coffee made, you know, just drinking it, and just 2 sips later and I'm good to go. Anybody else like that? 2 sips later and I'm good to go. Called her back and it wound up. Have you guys ever heard of this? And I'm nothing against it. It's just I've never had somebody tell me, oh, I can't join that company because they're not faith-based. What?
Wow.
Never heard of that. So are we on a good mission to help people with their health and their finances?
That's the first
Yeah.
I've heard.
I've never heard of that. So, and you know, Sergi does have, he takes a lot of his money and puts it into a lot of resources that help people all over the world. I just don't know what those are. And maybe that's what she was meaning. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But 5 o'clock in the morning and you have to put your good face on.
Yeah.
So anybody else, I'll open it up. Does anybody have any questions as far as the promotion, which is over, but the corporate director, all that's actually on our Facebook page, but any training, you know, what's stopping you when you get to a certain point, you know, what do I do next? Any of that? I know Randy and I had a good conversation about that this morning. Randy's not talking.
No, Randy just got to find a mute button.
So Randy, what'd you learn today?
Oh, I had fun with Sherry today.
You know what? And you're not on Gladiator yet, but you should go on the next time. But
Next one,
Kelly-
yep, June.
Kelly put this, yeah, I'm getting the team ready for this next one. Kelly put this post up today, like, how bold are you gonna be? And my comment back to that was, well, the 3 people that I've already talked to this morning, because that was early, it was like before 11 o'clock. They'll tell you how bold I've been. Pretty bold, huh? Randy.
I was walking around in circles after they asked chewing.
So how many of you, and I'm not,
Me too, Randy. Don't feel bad.
Dan was the other one. I said there were 3 people this morning. That is so funny, but how many of you feel like, you still feel like, I know this information. I know it. Why isn't it coming to my head? Why don't I have this written in front of me?
Right.
And it's because it's not being said enough consistently. I mean, I don't know, when you're driving in the car, or maybe when you're walking the dog, or I mean, it sounds stupid, but if you're not saying it enough, it's not going to come naturally. So if you guys could see my wall here, I've got all these sticky notes. I don't even look at them anymore, but they're there in case that person that comes on that could possibly intimidate me. I've got it. I even have my book open. In fact, I flagged it because I use this so often now. These, oh, can't see it. These 2 pages have all the bullet points on why, if somebody green and needs to know something, why this company, boom, 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 boom. And I don't shout them out at all. I ask them, okay, I answered that question. What's your next question? And by the way, you guys, people love that. They love it when you say, ah, I've answered that question. What's your next question? It's like magic.
Not only that, when you're asking the questions to them, it validates them.
Yep.
Yes. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm always relating it to them as well. Then you'll get somebody that you can tell they're green with an ego, and they're getting kind of cocky. And because it's happened to me, it was a big, it's like 32 years old, but he had a downline given to him in secret. And it was so funny because I said, so do you do weekly Zoom meetings? Oh, we've got people that do that. I go, no, do you? Then he went on to something else. I said, well, and by the way, you know, what is your volume that I mean, this is really important. What is your volume according to how many people you have in your organization? Well, I don't want to tell you that. I'm like, really? So let's just say if you had 1,200 people in your organization and you've made, I don't know, $67,000. Does that, he goes, you can't do that with 1,200 people. And I said, here you can. And he didn't get it. He's very comfortable making, he told me $300,000 a month. I Googled him. I found out he's only making $40,000 a month, $300,000 a year. So don't be afraid when you're talking to somebody, be on the computer and Google them. They're there. If they're a big hitter or, you know, big network marketer, they're there somewhere, especially under business for home. That's where you can find everybody. So push back, always push back. And if you don't feel like you can do it, call me, call Tina, call Kelly. We'll push them back every single time. Now get Curry on there. He'll make them cry.
Yeah. Curry can make anybody cry. I don't care who they are.
Yeah. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to make him cry one of these days. I'm getting that bold. So any questions? John, hi.
How's dinner?
It's great. Paw soup,
Ooh,
Thai paw soup.
Oh, wow, that's Thai. Oh, ooh, that sounds really good. Hey, Steve Cluster just jumped in.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Hello,
hey.
hello, and somebody's
So
phone's
happy to
ringing.
see everyone. I
Yeah,
literally am. I literally am just walking in the door, and I wanted so desperately to be here. So here I am.
Well,
Nice to see
we're
you.
ready to say goodbye, so see you later.
Yeah.
No,
Have a good evening.
Yeah.
sorry about that. Yeah, we just went over quite a few things. I recorded this and was thinking while I was recording it to not say stuff that I can't give you guys the recording to. Man, so I want to be able to put this back up on our team visionaries. So anyway, Steve, it's nice having you here. I know you've had some amazing things going on as well, but I'm glad to see you here because we've been going over some interesting things that happened. I'm not going to go over everything, but Clee Miller sponsored 3 people in the last, well, 2 in the last 3 days, and then got an upgrade to a VIP. Clee is like the guy on the pedestal tonight. He
Way to
got
go,
all the
Clee.
recognition.
You got.
Yeah.
know, I had this feeling. You just look at Clee, and you're thinking. I was thinking to myself, this guy is like the sleeping giant, and he's going to awaken one day. And when he does, look out. So kudos to you, Clee. Really.
Well,
You deserve it.
here's the interesting thing. He is a sleeping giant. I've known Clee for, he is a sleeping giant, and he is so consistent every day. And how do I know? Because every day I'm his accountability partner on Rapid Funnel, and every day I'm getting those messages going through there. I think some of the people you talk to are up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, that's why I had to turn my phone off, because Clee Millers are always coming through there.
Sure.
So it's paying off. And you guys, we're only 9 months into this. So just keep doing what you're doing. I know we've got some big people that I'm talking to now. One of them is with Beth. She's actually handing out diplomas tonight at the high school. I think it's a high school in Kingman.
Mhm.
And these connections that we're trying to make with the Philippines, that's great. That's fine and dandy. Go ahead and do that. They can actually place their order now. They can put in their $25 and they can place their order. As soon as the product lands in the Philippines, they actually have to figure out a way to get it to wherever this person lives. That person may have to come and get it, because a lot of places in the Philippines, and you have to ask this, don't have a mailbox. So we have to figure that all out. That's not our problem. That is the company's issue, that they're going to have to figure out how to do those deliveries. So I suggested DHL. They can figure something out. But anyway, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I am thrilled to death to be here. And I can't believe the snow is finally all gone. The grass is green and the trees are full of pollen. And yeah, and we're going to have a great summer up here in Alaska and everywhere. Now, there are some things going on, and they just got posted, so I really don't have the details on it yet, but apparently Sergi is going to be in the one where Curry's going to be there, and Dr. Aaron.
Ohio.
Is it Ohio?
No fair. I'm gonna be in Seattle.
You can't change your flight?
No.
Really?
No, everything's yeah, it's all set.
Okay.
I'm going home from reunion, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's a big family thing. Yeah. So anyway, I think he's going to 5 different places, and we'll just see what happens, you guys. I wish I can get him up here.
Yeah.
We will eventually, Randy. Anything else, anybody? Anything
Jerry,
else?
I'd like to offer up a little something.
Sure, something, something. We always like something.
I got a little something, something to share here.
Woo-hoo.
Right?
Go for it, Sarah.
Look out. So today I finally got it together. Over the weekend, I got really annoyed with myself and I said, okay, no more fooling around here. Okay. I got a box with 12, I think $1,200 worth of
Yes.
free product because of what my team has been doing. Kind of not much thanks to me, but $1,200 worth of free product. So I've got a boatload of stuff to send out in samples. So I've been piddling around a little bit with Rapid Funnel. I've sent a few samples out. I've talked to a few people, but instead of me going on and on and on, because I'm hungry, I need to have dinner, I'm going to tell you now that today, for the first time, I went into a local buy-sell trade and reached out to 15 people. I haven't heard from any of them yet, but I didn't realize I could do 50, so I'll do some more. And I'm in a very small networking group called Silicon Valley Networking Circle that I got invited to. And we're about 10 people, but one of the gals in there, the founder of this, runs something called Promote Her Business on Facebook. And it's an international group. So there are women from all over the world that are in this group. Well, I got a message today that said that the two people that were supposed to do spotlights tomorrow night aren't going to be there.
Nice.
So did anybody want to jump in and say they wanted the spotlight? So first my brain went, oh no, I don't have time to prepare, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, screw it, do it. So I did. So I wrote back and I said, I'll do it. I want to do instant gratification nutrition, 30 minutes, I'm in. So tomorrow night, I'm doing a presentation with 9 other women that really adore me, that have supported me in several of my other adventures. And I'm excited.
Hey, I'll be there for you. We could do the same thing that we did with Lisa, and that went over really well.
Okay, we've got half an hour and then we're going to get shut down. So we're going to have to make
Well,
sure we know our stories well.
we only had 10 minutes and we did it.
That's right. Okay, good. So that's my story. That's my swan song for today.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And I'm
looking
working
forward
on
to
being
that.
consistent.
Yep. Yeah. So that's the thing, you guys. We go into those buy-sell trade. I'm just trying to give you guys other ideas that are accessible. And going in there and going to members in common made a huge difference. So now you know that they're getting them right to their inbox. Oh, and by the way, when I was in there, check the names, because to me, some of those looked really familiar. Check who they're friends with, because if they're friends with Julia or Sherry Girl or Tina and Kim,
Right.
chances are they've already been connected.
Pass on by.
And exactly. And when there's like 50,000 people on there, move to the next one. Find out, are they connected with any names that you know? Go to their profile to see if anything within the last month, because some people aren't on there. Some people just aren't on there that often. Not everybody's like Curry. And see if they posted anything about APLGO. And send a message to them. But I'm having fun with that, you guys. And I just can't believe it took me an hour to go through 10, 11, 12 people. Seriously, it took me an hour because I want to make sure that I'm not hitting on somebody that's already in APLGO. All right, you guys, nice to have you all here. And I know this is going to get bigger as soon, I don't know, summer's going on, and up here in Alaska, it's like everybody and their brother is gone, but I will be here consistently. I will be here. If I have to come to you via my phone, I will be here. Okay.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to Dan Meyer. This guy is so cool. he made some posters up and brought them into Francis's shop. And we've got a little jar there. Actually, it's a pretty neat setup. So people are filling out a slip to get drawn on our drawing that Dan set up, and it's getting some attention. So kudos to you, Daniel. Way to go. You actually, I mean, it's really neat.
That
you.
is really cool. Daniel told me about that before. I forgot that it was a drawing. That's awesome.
So what we'll do is after a period of time, we're going to divvy out these invitations and make contact with these people, but we're also going to give them free product in the midst of it. Yeah.
You know what I would do? Even though it's a drawing, you have the names, you know, I'm sure you did, you got the name, their email, their phone number. Let everybody win.
Yeah. That's right. I told Francis the same thing. Everybody's going to get a product. They're going to get a box. So.
Yeah, or a sample pack. I mean, just sending them out. This is pretty cool, but you know, like the prize, the winner of the week or whatever. I know you guys got this down pat. I love that. We did that at our spa store, and it got a bunch of people. You know, people do it at their events. We got a bunch of people signing up for a tour on a plane where Christy and CJ are, and they got like hundreds of people. I don't know, there was 20,000 people that went through there, but they got hundreds of people to sign up on that. And I looked at that list and I said, Christy,
Yeah, right.
You know, they don't know me.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, you guys, that's great. Daniel, yay.
Yahoo KA.
Yeah. So and I'm not gonna be mean, you guys. You know, I'm even though I wasn't mean this morning, I was just bold. Daniel and Randy.
That's right. I got my 50-year thing from you, so that was good enough.
I put some salve on it where the bite marks were.
Well, you keep asking me the same question. Now
Yeah, but you love answering them for me.
Now I'm gonna make you search for the answer.
You know how
Well,
it is.
she's gonna start making you all look them up because she's making me look them up.
Yeah, where'd you look last? Where was the last place you looked for it? Because I know the answers are all on our Facebook page. I know they are. Anyway, it helps you guys be duplicatable.
Mom.
Can you hold on just a minute? Can you go to the other room, please? Okay, you guys, I love you all, and I'm so happy. You guys, we have like got the awesomest team, really. I mean, we get together every single Monday night. Not everybody does that, and we talk. This is fun.
Yeah. I missed you guys. Good to see each and every one of you.
Well, jump in. See you on the morning call, and
I'll be there.
we will see you Tuesday night. And make time for this. You know what the schedule is. You guys just make time for it. That's
right.
okay. I love you guys. Take care.
Thanks, Sherry.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Night, y'all.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
you
tomorrow.
on the call in the morning, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Invite
Welcome,
people to
Tuesday.
Tina and Kelly's event. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Good
Tina.
night, John Boy. Good night, Daniel.
Good to see y'all.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Paul.
Right.
Good night, Randy.
Good night, Randy. Good night, Clee.
Good night, Terry.
Bye, guys.